What's up, my Finalas? It's Miss Vinandi coming to you all from Vinatainment News. So Mariah jumped on social media to basically address the allegations that Quad made against her about doing drugs. For those of you who watched the reunion part 1 and part 2, you are fully aware of what happened. For those of you who just come here to support me and don't know, go ahead and watch my last 2 videos. I do have a playlist on Married to Medicine. You will see part 1 and part 2 of the reunion to find out exactly everything that happened. But a quick rundown is allegedly Quad slept with Mariah's sister husband, and because those things never came up on the show, but Quad looking for a storyline, hoping that Bravo will keep her, even though she's no longer married to medicine, my love, will keep her. So she figured bringing this up on a reunion show would give her a storyline to go into next season, because then she can come, against Mariah, and that will be her storyline. Quad, you ain't slick. I see you, girl. Get that check. But one of the reasons why I respect Married to Medicine, I've always said this, is because they're actually married to medicine. Even the friend of the show, they are also married to medicine. So we shall see, if Bravo is if Bravo is going to break their rules for Quad. All right. So when that happened, Mariah said, "Why are you even here? You're not even married to medicine, my love." Quad got upset, thinking, "Oh my gosh, she's trying to threaten my job." Oh, you know what I'm saying? And, she pulled a Portia. What I mean by pull a Portia Williams from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you say something to me, I want to hurt you back, but this time I'm going to go below the belt and just say whatever that comes to my mouth. Doesn't matter if it's the lie or the truth. And so she just went all the way below the belt and claimed that she witnessed Mariah doing drugs. So Mariah hopped on Instagram, and this is what she posted. "In recent weeks, I have endured a series of malicious and deceitful assaults to my personal character and integrity. As a wife and the mother of young children, the impact on my family and me has been profound." And I was going to say read the rest, but let me just go ahead and keep reading. "I do not now, nor have I ever used illicit recreational drugs of any kind. Any and all statements to the contrary, especially by someone claiming to have witnessed such behavior, are patently false, defamatory, and legally actionable. As creator, executive producer, and a cast member of Married to Medicine, I wanted to create a platform where women, and particularly women of color, could be elevated and demonstrate the..." So go ahead and read the rest. Oh Lord, not sisterhood. If you watch my Real Housewives of Atlanta review, then you already know where the sisterhood is coming from. I'm not going to get into that. All right. And then Mariah went ahead, her hashtag, get the storyline. Hey, I just said that. You best to. You are no longer married to medicine. Married to med. Clean life. Real life. Happy, healthy. I will not get off my chariot. Still the tree. Creator. EP. Yes, Mariah. Okay, so let's go ahead and read some of the comments. Sue her. "Quad fraud must go. Why does Quad, remind me of Phaedra?" Exactly. Lying. "If you are executive producer, why can't you just get rid of Quad?" "Because I am a minority EP. LOL, we don't count." Ouch. But please thank Quad for her services and send her home. Shani O'Neal. "When she gets the pink slip, please make sure her forehead receive one as well." There's more to read in the comments, but I want to get to what Quad had to say, because that's more important than reading the comments of people shading Quad or Mariah, whatever the case might be. And I quote, "Just like you recently released that I slept with your sister husband, you did, and you know bleep well that I didn't do that. I'm tired of her lying, and I'm gonna deal with this today, because it's not gonna go into season 7. Who say you're gonna be there? You did," actually replied Mariah to Quad, "you were supposed to be my best friend, and you slept with my sister's husband. I walked into your room, you had on his t-shirt." Okay, and that's what Quad said, end quote. I walked in on her using cocaine, said Quad. Now, I'm really hoping that Bravo sticks to the title of the show, okay? The only reason why, after this reunion, any image of Quad should appear on that show is the fact that they are still legally married, still going through a divorce, and the divorce is not finalized, and they might film the last scene of her leaving because now her divorce is finalized and she's no longer married to Medicine. Because in the history of the show, even the friends are married to Medicine, okay? The other thing is, let me create a storyline and put out this story, because what I'm about to read to you means that there's no way you're going to give this much detail and there's not one person to come out and say, you know what, I was at that party. One person willing to put their financial stability in jeopardy because, you know, they could get sued as well. Another reason why I think Quad brought this on the show, maybe in their contract they have in there, no matter how intense the drama, the issue, or even fighting, if it happens on the show, if it's being said on the stage of Married to Medicine, legally you cannot do A, B, and C. There have to be something somewhere in the contract, because Quad wore that big band-aid on her face for weeks and she was going to sue Lisa Nicole and nothing happened about that. Quad filmed with a gay man who claimed that he slept with Lisa Nicole's husband. They could have sued, nothing happened about that. So I'm not sure, maybe that's why she decided to bring this on the show, knowing that they probably have in the contract that, you know, she can't sue. But this part didn't happen on the show. So we shall see what Mariah and her family are going to do. Now, there's two things that can happen. Either Mariah made a statement that she made and is going to focus into going to the new season, focusing on her family, her husband, health and other things, okay? Because what Quad hope is, you accuse me of doing drugs. So now I'm going to drag you through the mud to prove that I've never, ever did drugs in my life. In order for Mariah to do such a thing, Quad had to be a part of the show. You can't talk about proving Quad wrong without Quad being there to say, I saw it. So if Mariah is very smart. So not if Mariah is smart. She can handle this outside of Married to Medicine and take legal actions, because this is on a different level of being petty. This is on a completely different level. Her husband, license, all that stuff. So she can take this outside of the show and handle it that way. She's just looking for a storyline, and she's hoping that I take the bait that she can have another season. That she would take the bait, and then there you go. Well, Quad is not Married to Medicine, but if you're going to try to prove that, you don't do drugs, then, Quad have to film some scenes. Yeah, I don't think Mariah is going to take that bait. So we shall see. But anyways, let's go ahead and read this. This is Quad. I walked in on her using cocaine. We were at a friend's condo and hung out in Midtown. And the people that she hangs with and I saw her. I was sitting in the living room having my wine and listening to some good music. We were hanging out with the other person that was there, and she goes from off the patio, the terrace, and I'm like, what the bleep is she doing? They go off the terrace and they go into the bedroom, and I'm like, hold on, this is a married woman and a gay guy. First, it was Lisa Nicole husband, allegedly being with a gay man. Now is Mariah doing drugs with a gay man? We see the pattern, Quad. So I'm like, wait a minute, doing in the bathroom, ain't nothing they should be doing in the bedroom. You stay in the common area. You don't go into people's bedrooms. So they go in the bedroom, and I'm like, bleep, ain't nobody in here. So when I go into the bedroom and I see, when I go in the bedroom and I see ain't nobody in there, I'm like, where the hell they go? So if you bend around the corner a little bit more to the right, that's where the restroom is. You know how restrooms are set up, where the sink was on the left, and then they have the shower and all of that. And then there was a separate door to the right that facilitated the toilet. Well, when I walked in and finally walked into the restroom, they were over there just getting their life, cocaine and all. All right. And I'm like, what are you doing? You are a mother. You are a wife. You have children. I turned to the person like, why would you give this to her? And it really broke my heart, because where I'm from, I don't really know people that come back from things like that. You understand what I'm saying? In my mind, that's a junkie. I've seen it happen to the best of them, and it really broke my heart. So I went into the single store where the toilet was, and I locked the door, and I was just crying, because in my mind, I'm like, my friend is gone. So she starts on beating on the door, saying, quiet, 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 the door. Open the door, and I'm like, no, why would you do it? And I'm in tears. This is hurting me. I'm affected. I'm a very passionate person. People like to say I cry all the time. I don't give a bleep. You are going to know exactly how I'm feeling. When I'm mad, you're going to know it. When I'm sad, you're going to know it. I don't try to hide my feelings, and I cared so much for her. And I thought about her children. I thought about her husband, and it was very devastating. Okay. So that's a very detailed story. So is she going to pay somebody else to come on the show again? Allegedly, like she did? The gay man, to say that Lisa Nicole's husband slept with him? Is she going to? Because ain't nobody coming on no televised show and putting their face on TV to say, oh yes, I was a drug dealer. I gave her cocaine. You know what I'm saying? So is a fake friend going to come where they black out their face, and therefore is Bravo going to go that low to try to destroy Mariah because they're so mad that this black woman refused to fully give control of her show that she created to them so they can take all the credit, because they're so mad at her that her name is in the credits. Oh no, baby, a black person cannot own something good and take credit for something that amazing. Not trying to make it up a race, but that's what Mariah always say in her Instagram live, that most of the producers and the executive producers behind the scenes are men, and they are white men, and they are not happy that a black woman thought about this concept and came up with it. And they're upset that she refused to sell the entire show and all of the rights to them, and her name is still in the credits. So are they going to go that low by putting the reputation of their show on the line by entertaining that mess? You know what I'm saying? So we shall see. Because there's no way you're going to detail a condo in Midtown and friends she hang out with was there and all of that, and no one comes out and say, you know what? Yep, I'm that friend, and I saw Mariah doing drugs. You can't detail a story like that and no one comes out to support your story and say, oh yeah, I was there. But who's going to come out unless they're paid and don't care if Quad promised them that once they do it on a show, they won't get sued? So we shall see how low Bravo is willing to go. Because as you can see on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they wanted no parts of that whole rape allegations, and Phaedra was out of there. Okay, so we shall see how they handle this part. Now you have people saying, oh, of course, Quad is saying that this happened at a party and it was a gay guy that Mariah did this with, because allegedly, remember that whole story that Mariah had a cousin that was, I'm going to keep saying allegedly, a drug dealer, and that's the guy Quad was dating before she got, introduced to Dr. G, and basically Mariah brought her around her, Married to Medicine, not the show, but just Married to Medicine, the people that she was around, a group of friends, and that's how, Quad was able to meet Dr. G. But before then, Quad was dating Mariah and cousin. So, but you know what? I'm not going to go ahead and drag the drug dealing cousin in it, because then it's going to point back to me. There are some people who date people who smoke, but they don't smoke. So I'm not saying Quad was over there doing anything with the man, okay? But I'm just saying she made sure not to say that Mariah's supplier was the cousin that he was dating, because then the finger is going to be laid at him, meaning you were around that lifestyle. So Mariah was the one doing it, but you didn't do anything, but you were dating the supplier. You see what I'm trying to say? So that's another thing that people are saying. This is just all so messy, and all we can do at this point, like I said, only time will tell. I just feel like Mariah is not trying to breed any type of life into Quad, and she's going to absolutely refuse to film or say anything about this topic, or she's going to take it off TV and handle it the legal way. When it comes to her storyline and on TV, she's going to have to put her foot down and tell them, anyone discuss it, it becomes a topic of discussion, A, B, and C is going to happen. So, like I said, man, only time will tell. We just have to wait for the next season to see what's going to happen. That's about it. Rumors going around that allegedly Mariah took a drug test and she tested negative, but if Quad claims this happened years ago and they were still best friends at that time, and there were no Married to Medicine going on, and it was just, them being friends, then it's obvious that she got off it and she's no longer on it. So it's obvious she's not going to test positive. Like, it's just a big mess and something that should not have even happened or been said, whatever, man. And yeah, I am just over it. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my Vina loves. Thank you all for the love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.